I would like to have one.
You're
I would like to have
formalizing
one.
it.
No, I'm not formalizing it. I just want to start thinking.
Should we bring the glasses?
You can bring whatever you like.
You don't need that mic.
It's okay. Debs, you find
It's part of his.
it's part of my Shibuzu tour. You need a tour.
Ayayazi.
Yeah, as an Jima Kukwa. Korea coming in Funa.
Sasiyena shape steam.
Je ne sais quoi. TK.
How's it, brother?
Pigo. Thanks so much, guys. I truly appreciate this. Sizwe, behind the camera. Debs. But on a serious note, guys, thank you so much before we go into the shits and giggles. And I actually wanted to talk about something quite serious. We've seen on TV, we've seen on the social spaces about a certain somebody who just got divorced. It's a big thing. And when I was chatting to a couple of colleagues around marriage, people, you are madly in love with your partner, and it's very inspirational for us, and we love and appreciate that. Now at TK, we come from the slums, and from the slums we shall return.
No, we're returning very soon. We're returning very soon.
So zama kodwa ubaba mathenda boy.
Yo,
So baba mathenda zama ubaba mathenda.
basibhayizisa.
Basibhayizise. Zama ubaba mathenda sibhayizeke futhi. Zama ubaba mathenda. Ne?
No, but the tender's going good now.
It's going good, ne? It's
going
Hey,
good.
now my tenders, I'm holding strong. Hey.
I'm just hoping the tender doesn't. Yo,
Because the tender can change.
because you tending I'm much.
Ingabi ne change request.
No, man, I wanted to actually have a bit of a serious chat, Nyana. Just around your guys' experiences in that space. It's one of the spaces that I'm truly struggling with, which is, I know I sound like a stuck record when I talk about relationships, I do,
Yeah.
but I'm still learning. And sometimes when you're walking, you fall a couple of times and you keep getting up. And I just want to know your experiences with TK. People, I'm blessed and privileged enough to know a little bit more about you, but I just want to know your experiences in terms of umjolo. You don't have to go too deep, just surface level.
High level.
Umjolo, and your learnings from that space and how you can guide Indwana to make better decisions and not flop like us.
What I've learned, I think from my side, Njami, it's been hard, and
Why from young much?
it's hard.
Sorry, I'm trying to be. Yes, you are sorry. TK, yes.
So what I've learned is, and coming from marriage, and into now a
So you were
relationship.
married?
I was married before.
Okay, so you're a returned soldier.
I'm a returned soldier.
Back from Bangladesh.
It was hard.
Baghdad.
So, and what I've learned from that is putting myself first, because previously I didn't put myself first. I would, from a finance perspective, I would neglect the simplest thing, where I'd even take a loan because mfuna satisfy the next person. I would even make sure, dude, because you want to go out, and I want to go to, I'm left with the last 500 rand. Let me to borrow money. Just to go to because I was not putting myself first. So the biggest thing that I've learned is putting myself first right now. Where now I'm able to say, dog, we can't go out. I can't come fetch you. And I think right now that's one thing I'm battling with, even in the tender that I'm in. Where currently my partner, we're fighting because I'm land. So I need to go fetch her Google, and she drives. And I'm thinking, no ways, you drive, why can't you just drive to my place as you used to?
They press these females. They get comfortable.
Exactly. But now the thing is, she got comfortable with the fact that, I think I got comfortable with the fact that she used to drive to my place. But Chigi now, she wants me to come fetch her. And I'm thinking, now should I change my character? And ngazi ukuthi petrol bengithi izolasta for 2 weeks. let me go borrow money to go fetch her. So you see where it's going. So now I'm thinking, nah.
So what are you doing? So you drawing the line more.
So now I'm drawing the line more. I'm drawing the line more to say, dog, I can't come fetch you. If you don't want to come, it's fine. I can spend the weekend without you. I can spend the week without you. It's fine.
Kodwa you awumsabi. Uyachila nje wena.
Yeah. And I think now I'm at a point where if she says it's over, I'm like, okay.
Don't say that. No.
No, but it's the truth.
No.
It's the truth.
You must fight for love.
That definitely. I would fight for love, but you'd fight for love correctly. Use umuntu. Well, not use per se, but someone make you feel like you're walking on ice or walking on eggshells. No, it must be genuine. It must be easy.
Why do you say it must be easy?
It must be easy. It mustn't be hard.
I disagree.
My system as financially. My system as emotionally.
Yes, I'm saying it's a battlefield.
Yeah, it is a battlefield.
So it's not good. It must be easy. Ultimately, fanele.
We shouldn't be at an expense. Emotionally, okay. On eggshells, knowing you can say it's over, and because I love you now, life must end. No.
Yeah.
Life shouldn't end because you said it's over. My life will continue now. I'm at a point where if I get out of a relationship, life moves on.
Oh,
I think, who's this? Tyrese once even said...
Tyrese Lokalai.
Tyrese once even said, I think he just came out of marriage. And I use this quote a lot. He once came out of marriage and he said, for a man or for some people, it's hard to be alone for a very long time. So you can literally get out of marriage or get out of a relationship and get into another relationship. Yeah, boy.
I mean, I've been in a relationship since 2004. Angazi ngihlukayo. Yeah? I'm desperate for love. I'm desperate for love.
So to tell you a story, Mangpuma in my marriage, it was I think around April.
This year.
No, 2021.
Damn.
So Mangpuma 2021. So Mangpuma, I sent the current partner that I had. I sent her what I did. I recorded my partner. I confess. Because I knew that she was going to confess. So I'm very strategic. So
okay. So then the new partner in 2021. Yeah.
So I recorded her, the ex-wife.
Yeah.
And then sent her the voice note, sent the new partner the voice note. And we were not dating, we were just friends.
What's wrong with that?
So we were just friends at that time, right?
Voice note?
No, Lele. She was a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine. There's nothing that had ever happened between me and her.
What do you mean there's nothing? Because you nabbed her?
Why are you friends? No, we were
what
just friends.
What are you friending for?
We were just friends. So I said,
wow, I don't believe that there's OP with my female friends.
I think I need a mic.
What's the tips?
No, grab this mic here. Yeah, it's the mic.
Kalala.
You're taking it.
Yeah. Kalala.
Oh, yeah.
Umchazele yama female bestie eKenya.
I think it's
Penson shop. The shop boy.
You're not understanding
Yeah.
what I'm getting to. So
Sure.
I'm tumela a voice note as a friend would say, hey dude, this person just confessed.
Wow, Tumela specifically.
I'd say maybe I'd seen qualities go here.
Imagine my qualities. Imagine we are impa. We snitch. Snitchela lo. Snitchy musless. You never. I mean, I understand. I want what conmuto na female based.
Yeah.
No, I want understand.
Jam. Right in female pasty. I don't have a female pasty right now.
Nah.
No, I had. Which right now, the female pasty is my partner.
From 2021.
From 2021.
About the female based because galani. We are in nepa. Cabanga peti intombi yakho kube ibest ya yomunye umjita. intombi yakho isendelwa ama-voice note lawa
But she was
eyakho. Okay, so you can only have a female friend my singing.
yes.
Yena my
Yeah,
singing.
am I singing? I wouldn't have a
Wena dungekho singing kodwa atekho. Kade ufriend wakho.
I think it's her choice. ukuthi ufuna ukuba ne-female bestie.
So wena mayijola
Yeah.
awusam WhatsApp.
Bengeke WhatsApp.
Mase singing
Yeah.
siyam WhatsApp.
Same time, same night.
My friend and my terms and conditions.
It must work vice versa.
Yeah.
If you have a female friend,
Yeah.
it must work vice versa. They must not put you in a position where we're not on the back foot. So
Yeah.
if we are Jola, if we are friends, we are Jola or Jolly, it must be
The line must, yeah.
the line must just be like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Shuthi mawujola lo muntu ojola naye asike sihlale siphuze ubhiya so that sibe nama clear yabona. Otherwise, then if we can't do that, hey shuthi yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
In the past. No. I need your opinion. I just in the past.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Before your current life.
Yeah.
Have you ever nabbed one of your female friends
Female friends.
with a dick? Have you ever smashed one of your female friends?
Yes, and then
the
the
past.
friendship had to end.
Has it happened one time only in the past?
Yeah.
Just one time.
Yeah.
You've only smashed one ever before.
Yeah.
But gents, what if it needs to start as a friendship into a relationship?
Aye. Since
Why?
Because I've always
to kill stuff. Otherwise,
what you did?
God. Pigo, TK, Q, correct. Master Erita.
Except TK jam. Voila.
Hey, excuse me.
No, but gents,
No, we're listening to your lies.
Nah.
Keep going.
You're just distracted, man. I'm the story.
Okay, so then you send a voice note which you shouldn't have, and we all judge you here in this room. So you
I
isolate
don't know why
by
you
yourself.
yourself. So I sent her the voice note, right? I think she was in a relationship, if I'm not mistaken.
West side.
My singing, our friends. My chola.
No, but gents, Mina, all I knew, we were friends.
Yeah.
And it was good that she was in a relationship. And
Okay.
it was good that I was in a relationship.
Yeah.
Fine. So I sent her the voice note. So she, in that voice note, so she obviously listened to it. And then Mebuya was like, yo, dude, this is sad.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Separated with my partner. Couple of months after, then I was like, hey, dude, are you still around? Because then I think there was a break where he didn't speak probably
Because he's focusing on her man as she
yeah,
should.
as she should.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, dude, are you still around? Yeah, we should link up. And then we
Why should you link up? Because she's with the man. She's focusing on the man.
No, me, I'm just saying as a friend, we should link up.
For what? She's with the
No,
man.
no,
You just put the line in the sand with my chola. You're not part of.
But not knowing that she was now single when we linked up.
So what should your intentions were evil? We linked up. Because you said your rules of engagement is my chola.
My
you take a
chola,
step back.
yeah, my chola.
So got the chola and you still wanted to link up.
But the thing is, we used to communicate every now and again. Hey, dude, this
Why
is what's
communicate
happening
with
in my
the
life. No, but Vince, you obviously will ask your friend, hey, how's your life? No, I'm good. Hey, we should meet up for coffee.
Why?
Yeah, no, we should.
Who should you think like good? You know the crowd coffee. What are you doing?
Don't you meet up for coffee with your friends?
Morals and values.
Our funny point.
Don't mix with feelings.
You want to know what love? They're in the dirt. They're disgusting.
No.
They are
Don't you
bottom
meet
of the
up with your
barrel.
friends for coffee?
Back in the day.
Okay, no,
I'm just trying to think.
Back in the
When Cape Town now we met, but like
No, not talk about a group setting where you can open.
oh no, one coffee.
Yeah, like just
Yo,
Yeah,
I
let's
haven't-
catch up.
yeah, I haven't done that.
No, but I'm saying pre that life, this life. Pre.
Yes. No, but also do not change for me. Is that I used to be able to like I used to do that.
Yeah.
Do what?
What? Well, I'm a coffee date now. But then you ubona ukuthi ama boundaries maybe ayakho clear. Right.
As when people have known him for years, and he used to be the chairperson of
relations.
have a female friend
Yeah.
community. Yeah, nje bese nteke man.
Yeah, no. That has changed.
It's not make sure much.
No, kwashintsha.
Oh, things change.
Yeah, things change.
Oh,
because-
then okay.
Things change.
And we're allowed to change.
No, things change.
No, we're allowed to.
Because you need to then reevaluate ukuthi why. And then ubona ukuthi why lo why lona akahlangani.
You said earlier you've gone from red wine to white wine. So people change.
Yeah.
People change.
I've never been consistent. Since the scale.
No, it's been
I used to tell
we
girls
had this chat.
back in Boma 20 band.
So no female friends?
I never.
No, it's been
Back in the day, I used to
consistent.
look at a girl and I say, if my female friend, I'm gonna nab him.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
I
mean,
told
I
him,
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I'd have told him straight, I'll nab you. I don't have female
No,
friends.
I wouldn't.
Now, chat on WhatsApp, sip chat, send them emoji. Never.
I think
Tell
when it comes back to character, I mean,
I've got zero. I'm sending emojis. Next thing I send a dick pic. Tell her what's happening. I can't, bro. Because here's the thing about your friends, ne? You're attracted to your friends. Like, for example, it's Ngamachita, ne?
Yeah.
But there's certain attributes that I'm attracted with
Yeah.
Ngamachita. So, unless you were a dick, then I wouldn't want to approach.
Yeah.
So, it's the same with any friend. Now, imagine that they're female friends. There's a reason they're your friend. You're attracted. Maybe she's funny. Maybe she's this. Maybe she's that. She's caring. She's a great cook. Zonke lezi zinto zakusofnisha somehow. And as a man, you're gonna hit a low. And when I hit a low, I'm gonna pick off it as I'm going through things. It's going on some be great. If it's and I'm vulnerable. Ne? I'm vulnerable. Saying I feel palace. Coming through for the palace of wine.
I say, come through.
But it's a picture, but I just see so much gold silk leg. So matanga yacobezela ukufake. Acobezela ibhayo oil.
Yeah. No, but
Kobe.
one of those things that
I don't go.
Yeah. No, with those situations, because as Penson is saying, like, my lines are
Will be blurry, yeah.
they'll be blurry. So you just
Because even if a fucking grizzly bear of a chick calls you over, when you're vulnerable, boy,
oh, that's one of my I lost my train of thought. I was going to say which
you were smashing grizzly bears.
no man. Which
I didn't remember
with female friends.
Yeah.
I think over time, what I've learned is that, listen, I don't care, you might, even if you're in the pits, never disclose your pits. Never.
So now it's not a friend though.
Huh?
That
Yeah,
calls
it's
you
not a friend.
No. Umngani wakho, kodwa, it's not like
Yeah, you're right,
every
it's not a
single
friend.
friend that you have
No, that's true.
was so you need to also when it
Compartmentalize
comes ubabeke in that ukuthi izinto ezihlangane nama relationships when it's sour
Yeah.
you don't share that side.
But now you're a guy that stays alone and unamachita akho. You
Yeah.
only have that one female friend. Obviously, you go to that one female friend and say, hey, dude, hey, you bet that about
Or she pulls one of these. She's like, "What's happening?" And you're like, "Nah, I'm on your status."
Exactly.
I status. That is status. You know. Sometimes
More share with status.
Ingane eat it now.
It's like, what's happening?
Vietnam, okay. Do usenza yabona. Vethi ngane, I'm coming over. Ngane fika pizza boy. Fika pizza yephola
It's in a
Jameson.
bottle.
Fika pizza yephola Jameson. Ingane mayifika uyazi ugezile boy akamuhlweni. Ngokufaka igloss imlomo yakho uthe. Lapho nje uweak uemotional uyafika. Lapho nje nawe uyabona ukuthi uthe I'm coming over. Into eziye nje ngenisha wena fast uqhubha amazinyo.
Wasula phansi mob. That's mob.
Izitsha wayisizwa wayifika wayijinda izitsha wayifika aweke kugezi wasuka so wa relax kanje yabona uzenza nayo yabona wa download movie thizeni hitch wayifaka ukuthi mhlawumbe ibe 20 minutes in
Kube ngathi ngathi.
uno wakho uyafika ngani bethi pizza bethi ne Jameson oje ibhenga futhi uyaqala ukuyibona. The reason with friends, I promise you, there's friends where it's because there's characteristics that you guys have,
Yeah.
or there's something that he has that you don't have that you yearn to. So he becomes like in that role, like a mentorship. You know,
true.
So it becomes that. So Mina with TK, it started with Guti, shit, this guy's so knowledgeable in the space that I'm in.
Yeah.
How can I learn from him?
Yeah.
And I was attracted to that.
Yeah.
And then the friendship starts like
Yeah.
that. It's again, what is attractive? Something emotional, ube vulnerable, kanti lo sisi lona unekhekhe. Uphethe ipizza nebhodlela nekhekhe. Uphethe nekhekhe.
Black Forest.
Hey, yeah, mom. Ingane and uyazi ukuthi akafikanga boy egqoke are sleeping already in ingane nje ifike nje igqoke isiphindi boy esinje. Ugqoke happy event mathanga wonke. Yalizwe phunga le happy event. Yalizwe boy. Esithatha Dolce & Gabbana mfethu yize uvula umnyango. Puff. Hey! That uyabona wena. Uphele ngokufaka ishidi lamakhopheni. Yes. Ujafika bethi ingane, hey, what's wrong? Ingane vele ikhage. And I khage. Angithi
Yazi ukuthi
khona yabona yabo. Wafela ngapha. Ikhanga ama hook. Yazi ama hook la so. My hooker boy. Ikhooka sengathi iyakhooka. Ideri hlela. Intamo connected uzwe nje liphunga le and because ngifishana ubuka kanje ezithembuka wena is anginawo mina mafuna angisoze I will never ngize ngife angeke mina ngisho ngiyophuza ngihamba nomem la angiphumi one for the past year you've never seen me emphuzweni
actually, yeah.
Never
But also uyazazi. That's important to know.
Even the sure ukuthi uyazazi ukuthi
well, you had one female friend and you're dating her. So really,
even the previous female friend.
you smashed her. You smashed her. So
There's nothing wrong.
there's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with the devil in your female friend.
No, but it was only one friend.
The one friend that you had, you dating
At that
her.
time.
And then at that time, you smashed her. So you can't tell us about this whole female friend thing when the one that you had, you dabbled and smashed. And then the second one, you're now tolerating.
You broke your rules.
You broke both. Wow.
All the rules are gone.
I must are not looking great. It's 100%.
In Manchester on the loss rate. In Manchester. When we Manchester, you changed. I mean, Uncle. You
No,
can't
but-
have female friends, bro.
No, but my guy, as characters, I need
You
to
can have
show
an
the shit.
ugly female friend.
That's when you know a person's about to lie.
No, I
when they
wouldn't-
say, when they start telling me by saying my guy or my G, you know what's about to come. Yeah.
It's a lie.
No, go.
No, you can have a female friend, but choose not to smash the female friend up until you date the female friend.
Like you have done multiple times.
No, I've only done it once.
You just told us that you smashed a female friend before. You didn't date her.
No.
You just dabbled.
No.
And then you said,
No,
this one. This one, one tata, don't get this one, even worse.
No, should see that thing upon. I was married, right?
And then you had a female friend.
And then I had a female friend.
No, forget lo mem or Tananai.
No, where? No,
Before then, did you have female friends?
no, I didn't.
Oh, so you.
What convert?
Oh, the female friend you are.
There's nothing wrong with
In
it.
4 years. He's had one. So I said, don't have female friends. He had one female friend
Yeah.
in his life. Chola.
Yes, when's
One keep him
Is that- is that wrong? Is that wrong?
No.
That's not a female friend. That's
Do you
not
know
a
what
female
happened?
friend. It's not a friend.
Do you know what?
Soulmate.
No. You guys are out of control.
I hear the point.
Yes,
I hear that.
Soulmate.
Because when I do no muntu na no muntu kodwa ngihlangana la partner ndawo.
Yeah.
I
Soulmate.
When wazibonela umuntu and at the time circumstance yayingavumi. Wambeka. Wambekela eceleni wambiza ifriend in his head.
Ufaka i-bookmark.
Wamfaka i-bookmark wathi
Yeah.
ngiyabuya. So the friendship yayingekho. It was just a plan.
Long term.
A long term plan. Wayidlala i-long game. Sengayikhansilisha le nto yoba yi-friendship.
He was fishing for whales. Costing a long line.
Wayishaya i-long line one day
But one day, a whale is gonna hook you.
izohoka.
So we
So yeah, no, I'm crazy friendship.
So not afraid.
It wasn't
guys.
afraid.
it went crazy. We broke up for, I think we dated for 4 months. and
Yeah.
then we broke up.
For how long?
Yeah, for a long time.
A year.
Yeah, probably a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you
for-
nabbing her in that year?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
She blocked me everywhere.
Good. I'd block you.
Instagram, LinkedIn,
That's hectic.
everywhere. And yeah, block her now. She'll block you everywhere. So she blocked me everywhere. And then
Oh, because she felt like she was probably like a bounce back or something.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I even made a TikTok about it. With it. It's said that there's some guys we walk and we are emotionally unavailable. So you date someone and emotionally you're not there.
Yeah.
And she was the partner that I dated, but emotionally I was not there. Because I just came out of a marriage and
And the dynamics of that marriage was very difficult at the end.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And now how? Nangumgani. Unfortunately, we smashed and then started dating. And unfortunately, I was emotionally
Because she was like a
unavailable for her.
palate cleanser at the time, ne?
Yes. So now we're back.
Then you went into the desert
Now we.
and you realized they go to yes. Oh, weird.
Oh, the
my
desert,
streets,
the
the
desert was
streets.
crazy. The desert was crazy. I even trended for the desert. There's some point where I think I was on 1,000 views on Twitter at some point
Because you were just talking crap.
because I was just talking crap and
But how's
smashing
the, how's
all
the
the-
TikTok? I actually want to chat about the TikTok thing.
yeah.
I saw a TikTok of yours cleaning a fish tank. I don't do TikTok.
Yeah, also.
Oh,
yeah.
I
I'm
don't know.
struggling, but I'm seeing in the media space like people keep saying TikTok.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is.
And
It is.
TK has figured it out. I mean, I don't know how to do it.
So I figured it out.
But are you not
first.
scared though? Like, as in like, because you share everything, including cleaning your fish tank, bro.
So that's the content you need to put out. So if
No, but I'm saying with you share everything.
You'd actually possibly do well on TikTok.
you do really well on TikTok.
I just move it from YouTube and just put it. I don't
Nah,
care.
you do well.
I just follow.
You do well with shorts, like simple shorts.
Yeah, I
with
understand.
hey, dog.
But
Simple
I'm
like-
saying in terms of your personal life now, with the journey with your partner, your journey with your your ex, the Twitter thing, the
Yep.
TikTok thing. How did that play? Sorry, Nyakwis, how did that play into that mindset that you were in? Because sometimes people say we overshare, and that's because I'm clean.
So TikTok for me started as a as a therapy dump for
Oh, correct, correct.
for some way or
Yeah.
another. I think I started TikTok 2021, and I was still going through therapy. So I did therapy,
Oh, you did actual.
actual therapy.
Okay.
yeah. Actual therapy, and then at night I'll just pick up the phone and I'll be like, actually, let me just do a 30-second story time. So just speak about my emotions. And because uhlala wedwa, you can imagine there's no one to talk to besides the walls. So I did the first video, went wild. I think my first video I was talking about my being emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
That went crazy, like skyrocketed. And then gradually I started seeing that actually people bathanda iindaba zabantu.
Of course, because we're all going through it, so it's also nice to
Yeah.
find someone who's also going
Thank
through it,
you.
you know?
So, and then I started bringing in the hard things that are hitting me, like marriage. Because that Leo hit me home because obviously as umchita, you don't plan to divorce. You plan to get a baby, get married and see it through. So I then started using TikTok as that. Would say, actually, let me speak about my emotions. Let me speak about what hurt me. Yeah, well, all of those things. And the numbers went crazy, man.
Yeah.
The numbers went wild. And to a point where I started getting out of TikTok because of certain reasons. I got into a relationship and I didn't want further more female friends. So I got off TikTok. That's the truth. So I got off TikTok because the DMs were wild.
And you're talking about
Wait,
emotional.
hey, guys, wait, man, sorry.
Pour it into a cup.
Where did you put it?
There, the cup.
But
No, but
he said it's nice in a class.
What mean you, sis? You're such a liar, sis.
But you said it's nice in a
You
class.
just
letting it
jump
breathe.
at a whole glass of wine.
I'm afraid to break the class.
Yes.
You such a liar.
No, you put it in the cup.
You work with like 2 million rand cameras and you're afraid to break a glass.
Glass, 40 rand.
It's a spa.
Oh, yeah.
It's a tops. I want to be like a tops now. Tell me why you just say, glass now.
Sure, man, that's crazy.
But like it's intense though, like cause like I don't
I
know.
want to
bro.
hear about the DMs.
No, but he's not gonna talk about his team.
Yeah, but it's
the
also
deals are wild.
the type of content you're leading it that way.
Exactly. So I started feeling with it. It's leading. It's leading.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a single guy. You look nice. It seems like you work in a good environment.
And unemali futhi boy.
Goopy. I receive. I receive.
Osisi abantu buka lento le. Futhi don't
Nah, I receive. Nkulunkulu. Next year, I need a house in Ethel.
in
Bell
Houghton.
Ethel. No, Houghton is small.
Upper Houghton.
Bell Ethel. Have you ever seen Bell Ethel?
Angiyazi.
Outside, so when you want to Lensera Airport,
Yeah.
that same
okay.
road,
Oh,
that
yes.
same road,
Yeah.
you go straight down.
Oh,
There's
no.
an estate that starts there up until Lion Park,
Yes.
up until I don't know what's it.
No, I don't live in. I want to live in Midrand.
What?
Midrand by what's the school? By the equestrian
Oh yes, yeah,
where those homes are. I'm a plot.
yeah.
That's what exactly that. Exactly this.
Almost no mahasha ifo.
Exactly this.
Almost in Midrand. When Midrand was in North Vegas, like Clark on a cross. When was this one down? Midrand cool boy. Wa confuse ophiko nabantu abasebhayi nekho yaseCofimvaba egcwele lapha. Khona iMidrand akuhla khona abelungu abantu banemali. The stables there.
Real.
Oh boy.
So it's similar to Bell Ethel.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
it's the
similar.
same situation.
Same situation.
I went to this guy's home. He had 23 bedrooms, and he had a polo field in the front of his yard. It looked like like when you watch those old school slave
Movies, yeah.
and a house, and then you see like the whole thing in front.
Yes.
So it's like that.
Jeez. Yeah,
Sure.
that's nice.
That's money.
So yeah, man. So that's so why I left TikTok or why I stopped posting a
You
lot.
slowed down.
Yeah, slowed down
Yeah.
and started posting, cleaning up my fish tank, me driving and commenting on the traffic.
Yeah.
Is because, as you said, I started. It felt like I was leading. Would say, this guy is a single man, and he's there. I wouldn't lie. I dated 2 ladies from.
Are you dating or you dabbling?
Dated. Dated.
Did they meet your family?
No.
So you're dabbling.
What do you mean?
So once you date, angeke umjole
What is
umuntu-
dating? What is
when ungamjola umuntu ongamazi wakho uthi amjola kodwa uma
Take it
No, but guys.
no Phiko.
No, I actually, yeah.
Ujodo angithi in
Because if waziwa nje, that means nama ngikho serious. Ngiyazi
Yeah.
ukuthi maybe ungitrephile, wangitrepa ngifaka kwi-situation so nami nga-agreesha.
Mina, if I don't, no, it doesn't matter. Mina, angingajoli serious if I don't have your mom on my WhatsApp. Yeah, no, because mina mawubhede mina ngiceba kumama wakho. Already, badanga futhi lo.
Baby, I need your mother's numbers.
Tell mina ngiyacebana. Tell manje. You can't if their family didn't know you and they don't have to be WhatsApp. I'm going exaggerating.
Yeah.
If their family didn't know you like that, and you didn't introduce her to your siblings, your parents, whatever, just damn it. Right?
Now let's take it to culture then. Umuntu culture buka. Would you want the family Baba Leonganele know that you're dating?
Yeah.
Ingane.
Yeah.
What are your intentions at the time?
To smash his son.
That's wild.
It's 2024, bro. Like the rules are now very grey. The rules are very, very grey because in years gone past, more global ingane wayishada. Ngisho ngayipulela ngenduku la endlini. So awuyindawo hlela la.
No,
But
it is.
Now the fathers will say ibambi she's.
Yeah.
and they say today's time the fathers there.
The fathers are be like, "Buya ngane yami."
Yeah, but now we lose Otibuya Nganyama.
Yes,
But
so
that's
now
what
we
I'm
work on
saying,
22
yeah.
rules. I mean, I want, especially now with these girls that everybody count at 2,000, and then you want to lowball at 80,000. I say let's minus every dick that's been inside. One, but how much is a dick? Minus
So
one.
who has the value of the dick? You or her?
What do you mean? Who is the value? Of
As in, Uzoshukuti, the dick is 10,000 rand?
the dick is mileage. I'm buying a second-hand car, and I want to know what's the mile. So I like an M3. Everybody likes an M3 and M4, whatever. Ne? But the value of an M3, M4 in a 50,000 case is not the same in a 500,000 case.
Sure.
You know, so I still like it at 500 case. Don't get me wrong, and I'm still willing to buy it. But now it's the price factor.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I wouldn't dabble with Usisi who's been around them. Okay, sharp. She's lived her life, whatever mistakes that she's done. God knows I've done more than you. But now you must come through. You must come with the value add. You mustn't come and give me virgin prices. Hey.
And there's virgin prices are out there.
No. That's why I must tell her father. We tell you, Usisi, Lord, God, I'm telling her, I'm bringing back the family name. Because her name was down on the ground. Because I upgrade in marketing and
No, but I think I'm very traditional because I wouldn't. I need to ask about in daughter, even if I'm fine, basically, because if you haven't married the girl, also fun in the household, I wouldn't even walk into Lomu's lawyer. Noma kunomsebenzi sijola. I'd rather stay in the car up until umawe Lomu's lawyer or baba Lomu's ati. Tshela lo mfana angena ayohlala lapha egarage.
But now, Mr. Traditional, you're still fucking putting both your balls in that grant. So you're playing around with the grade.
But don't forget, lots of us, we choose which part of culture convenient.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
For me, that's convenient.
Convenient. Uyabaleka
Ugijimisa indlu yonke ngalo. Asikwazi ukupheka itofu esigcwele itofu.
wena usisi uyapheka la endlini ugeza izitsha
Wenza yonke into. Hey.
No, but do they? No, I wouldn't allow her to do yonkindo from start to finish.
What's
Ngeke
to finish?
ngamlobo.
What's start to finish?
Explain. It's a lie. No, it's not a lie. There's one thing I know. He's a big liar.
I'm a marketer.
You marketer.
No, start to
If
finish.
she comes to your place azokuvizitela ulala khona avuke kusena kushayela
Trust me,
ibreakfast
I cook.
say
I do the
No, but that's what you enjoy. That's you enjoy it. Don't do that.
khona into compromise kuyo already
How?
that she wouldn't be.
The fact ukuthi ulela kwakho, that's not a traditional thing. Uwenza.
Yeah, very true.
And the thing is that it's not even like you're doing like nice, respectful for her dad, missionary, nice, uyahlonipha usiko. Hey, siswabatu umenze Pornhub.
I mean, I really
it's not the case.
the more you let go of these things, yazi uvela ukhululeka.
What did you let go of, right?
Like the perception of the traditional things, also religious things that are kuthiwa ungenzi into ethile okanye, the more you let go and you just live ngale nto oyicabangayo uba ne-peace. Ekhaya bathi uhambe esontweni every Sunday ubona ukuthi mina ngiphumelela once every 3 months, that's fine for me.
You're right.
That's true.
Uyakhululeka.
Check out demoni oyitria.
No, but
Uyakhululeka.
not kusavumelana.
666.
No, not
But and then it trickles over to le nto ekhulumayo ukuthi
check out my demon. Check out my demon.
if siyajola
Sizimela siqinile boy.
No, not kusavumelana. I'd still love to serve esontweni.
However,
Currently, esonto is losing that touch. I don't know why.
because you've got demons.
mina
No,
it's not
wait.
even-
What's the team? Oh,
mina it's not even the church.
This one does never lost anything.
Isonto lisafana inkinga sithi yabona mina on my Sunday ngaqala I've done 3 churches this year if not 4 enye ephuma ngo half one
That messes up with
I
your
can't.
gym, bro.
Yabona manje ukuthi
It messes up with your gym and what my. So now you have to be like,
no, and you're right. Ukuthi
That's a
by
rough-
1:30, I'd like to be having a drink. It's my last day
Yeah.
before Monday.
Monday, yeah.
So by 1:30, hey, I'd like to be saying ngihleli noma by the pool ngiziphuzela utshwala. That's me. So I stopped. Ngoba ngangivike ngiphume
Your
ngo-12.
son was clashing with your alcohol patterns.
It's clashing with my
Look at this guy
with
leading
my
booze.
lifestyle.
No, listen carefully.
So ngayeka khona so and then
other
I try
ones?
yangathi club
The church.
mnyama khona ama lights khona ama
But the
lights.
thing is, ungaphuza khona.
Awukwenza ukuphuzeka abantu bazongijaja so I can't bazokujaja. No, but recently the one that I've recently found works. The times work for me.
It's in 8 to 9.
It's not even 8. It's 10 o'clock till 11:30 or something, but it works. I can make my gym session extend.
morning?
We have to get some 20. Yonke into I can fit in.
Nah, that's beautiful.
I can't serve because serving means that izo-interrupta le nto engiyenzayo.
So 7 o'clock, you need to be making sure that the camera is on.
Uyabona?
Screens on.
Hayi.
Isidlo is all the
Okanye kuthi aphekhe izinto after church. Sengifuna uyoshaya lunch.
and ubambe ne-one.
Uyabona mbambe ne-one preparation Monday. So it doesn't work for my lifestyle.
Isonto gets in the way.
That's the honest truth.
Jesus is a hurdle. Jesus is a
See
hurdle.
what I said? He's leading you.
No, whatever it's.
That's what you were saying.
Listen,
No.
but at the end of the day, that's how they're gonna see it at church. That's why you must just live your own life. Uzothi usenza zonke lezo zinto. Uthi Wednesday okanye Monday uhalela umurhudu Monday kwenzeka.
But it's still
Uhambe uyogroove.
Cell meeting.
Usevile on Sunday. You did
There's a
everything.
cell meeting on Monday.
Kuthi ayikho something Penson yadaka umurhudu. Shuthi iHoly Spirit ayina. Ayikho.
Uthi nginothi manje amadimoni
Yabona, so it doesn't matter what you do because ngama standards asemhlabeni
Yeah.
kuzoba khona into now ne stress on. Kanti le ndlela engiziphilela ngayo no one's asked me anything. They just
So Mina, if I go back to
You
church
need to go
now,
back. You need to go back to your traditional chats, telling us about the life.
yes, yeah,
and the fact that you're such a traditional man. And
go on that church ikhupha khona.
no, I want you to go there. No, I want you to go back there. I mean, it all started with you guiding the youth that's coming up. That's listening to you.
Yeah.
So you're telling us about your bestie, that you now are dating, and now this whole
you asked-
you're respecting tradition. Keep
Well,
going.
actually, surrounding for
No, I'll bring it back to TK. TK udlala ngathi. Usenze iyoyo. Yazi iyoyo.
but my guy, so you think
I thought him a guy.
my guy, they like no. So because you asked the Gucci, what would I advise the young boys? When I've got two, abashana about two. I always tell them, boys, chase money more than girls.
No, uyavuma.
Lalela.
Check I'm activator. Activating capitalist.
And I'll tell you what, man. Me, I asked about maybe 4 or 5 girls that I wanted, and they all said no to me. All of them.
And now?
I smile, let me not speak about it.
Exactly. And now?
They want to mind.
They've got money, bro.
No, I'm better.
Yes, Ipani. I was just asking just for the pole, not the light. And he told me the price of just the pole. I was like, damn, that's like a salary.
If you're dying, this thing is 5,000. Count's not a salary.
it's a salary exam.
A pole. The pole. Not the up. The pole from down there. Not even the bags of set. Just the pole is 5,000 rand. Then you have to add that pole.
And add a light.
And then you have to. How much is just a light?
Forget it.
26.
26,000. So that means this whole pole changes is 35,000 more, 40,000. It's
my
Let's go
salary.
back to the topic. Forget about
Ipani.
It's my salary.
Oh.
Listen.
Imali leyo ongwenza yona lo ngesenda lo 100 rand.
Ngizokuthumela wena imali.
But Penson, this
Your money.
you're right. Let me address this thing.
No, because you agree that you must chase money.
Chasing girls when you're young.
Yeah, but it's
Dumbest thing.
exactly. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's the dumb, like, yo, I wanna sad thing about chasing girls when you're still young. They wanna come back and want you. I don't. So there's a girl that I dated in the hood. Dated her for about a year. But I say I was literally doing production as well, like this.
Yeah.
Doing production, shooting him shot or nani, getting paid 500 rand a wedding.
Yeah.
Getting paid 500 rand a wedding. And then this girl, I remember I'm with my dad's van. The first thing she said was like,
You called.
It costs.
Oh, okay. So then I called.
The first thing she said was, "Yo, ngikhathele ukulandwa ngevan." And at the time, I'm old. I'm like, I just done my matric. So you can imagine, you're driving, when you're with you're the boy in the hood.
15 ransoms.
What's it give me? Yo, ngikhathele ukulandwa ngevan. I need better cars.
It broke you, eh?
And it broke me. I think that was the time when I was like, you know what? I'm done dating girls from the hood. Guess what? I started chasing career, chasing money. Immediately after that, started chasing career, chasing money. Guess what? We went on a trip to Durban. Yeah, with his brother and my friends, other friends. She was there as well. We almost matched. We didn't. She was like,
good for you.
Yes.
The strength.
so she was like, dude, why didn't we push it till the long haul? I was like, but you didn't want me. You wanted the big boys.
Yep.
And you got the big boys. Now I'm here enjoying my life. Why do you want me? So boys in Mlotshwa, they must stop chasing girls. They must chase money and see what's gonna happen.
I think it's also because it's the McDonald's generation, they think this thing takes 1-2 years. And the reality is that I'm 35 and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
From a career point. And I think I'm relatively okay in terms of the ecosystem of South Africa. But the reality is that I'm nowhere close to where I'd like to be. But in Tuana, they think okay, no, sharp, ngizofaka imali forex or ngizopusha 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, I'm not saying Ntwana shouldn't dabble in trade. Of course,
Yeah.
if he feels that that's his skills, he must do that. And if he thinks that he's got an entrepreneurial space and try Gwinya, whatever. Try Gwinya, tati Gwinya, keep mad, fuck forex.
Think good.
By the way, yeah. So if he thinks, but I'm saying that he must multiply that. The biggest problem that I have is that I've realized, and it's taken me a while to realize that women are really stupid. So because women are stupid, they start sleeping with young guys that have a little. So Intwana popa in one way, it's a call for honey.
Yeah.
But Intwana akakwazi ukuzimela. So mhlambe ihleli ne-oleti or ikubhek room endlini, whatever. And that's okay, because he's still building himself.
True.
But because ushange golf in sound, usisi reward ngani nge-ace. And then it fucks up his mind.
Yeah.
And it misses his trajectory because that booty that he's getting is now going to throw him off his Gwinya Forex Gucci level.
True. So back to the TikTok thing that I was talking about as well. I once said something back to that. I would say females or women have a biological clock. I said that on TikTok. Justice.
Okay.
You.
Ama-cancellation.
You.
Because look at what it works
No,
for. This guy works for a particular space.
No.
A very hectic corporate space.
No, emotional though, talk, but it's true.
It's exactly.
So-
and it's not in a bad way. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's not in a bad way.
yeah. I wanna realistically, if at 29, 30, as a lady, you are not in a committed relationship or ngiyayikhala senkingeni.
Sinking in.
Lokho kumele ngemphethe na 31 guys.
Yabona kodwa ukwi-committed relationship, ukwi-safe.
So imagine
Committed
if I can
ngoba mina
Committed. Ngoba nawe ukhuluma ngayo.
I'm polygamist.
But if she understands that, then it's fine.
I fight.
But ukwi-safer side than ohlelo ona 29
or 31.
or i-career it i-relationship namadoda at because
Executive.
so do you know that
How old are you, my lad?
I'm 29.
So Upigo, the way that I first knew him back in the day. Sorry, my friend, I love
Yeah.
him. Upi was for the streets, boy.
What's for the streets?
He was fucking a dungeon dragon. So that's why this trio. He was no, Upi was like literally out of all my mates, like he's the one that's cleaned up his shit, like properly.
So what do you
know?
mean? What are you saying about me? I didn't clean up my shit.
I'm saying with me and you, we have a different dream.
I'm posting our conversation is every 2 days.
But I'm saying, see, there's not a trained soldier point. When you don't have a left arm and I don't have a left leg, we're hobbling, we're trying to rebuild it.
I get you.
I'm saying what Upigo from, obviously I'm on the outside, right?
Yeah.
And I'm seeing how I met him and how he used to groove and how he used to move. And I'm looking at him now. I'm like, damn, bro. Like at 29, like it's so clean.
Yeah.
Like I see you with your daughter, I see you with the madam, and I'm like, shit. Because even though I was in it, I wasn't in it. The reason why I separate is because I got nkanga. Mina nkanga phakathi kakhulu. And to a point where like she had given up. She was like, oh, I'm tired. And this now lends me to the next point that I'd like to touch on from Upigo is Utike and I co-parent. And if there's a pain that I pray for you to never experience, it's co-parent. And I pray for Uteke to never experience is co-parenting.
Yeah.
My ex-partner is fucking phenomenal. Like, I promise you, dog.
Yeah.
Every time I want the boys, everything, it's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
But the reality is that I don't see them every single day. The reality is that there's certain challenges, there's certain holidays, there's certain one. So, but it's still the best version of a shit situation.
Yeah.
And I see Amachita and I see my brother. Yes. Yeah, I know. And I'm saying, Muti, now that you're seeing Amachita here that are struggling with the co-parenting, and I've asked the tips the same thing. Your journey with relationship, your journey with your beautiful daughter should touch wood.
Touch wood.
Yeah, you.
Why are you touching them, homie?
Oh, touch steel. I should have touched steel. Esther. Let me tell you something about 4 kids, boy. I know what I'm doing. Well, first, I've got more kids than the 3 of you boys put together.
Well experienced, eh?
You guys must. Then the 4 of you boys put together.
Well experienced.
So you boys must listen carefully here.
Yeah.
No, but on a serious note, how are we managing that? If, and I pray to God it doesn't happen, that comes as the journey and the left turn of life.
Yeah.
Do you foresee it in terms of in a hypothetical universe that doesn't exist? And have you put in things to ensure that? Have you had those discussions? Like prenup with the wedding.
No, we haven't.
Was it shot that way? Like legally, like I'm a pep.
Legally.
I'm a pep.
The government.
La abak, my pep.
I think the time will come, man. Yeah. We've had discussions about that. We are on the same page right now, which it's not currently necessary. And our reasoning is ukuthi once into ifaka abanye abantu who feel like
They mess it up.
bane input.
Yeah.
Uba khona discussions that we sort of can control but can't control that start happening around a relationship here. So we are prolonging that as long as we can.
Prolong it. Coming from marriage, I'll say prolong it.
Yeah.
Because in the marriage that I came out of, we had meetings every second month.
Uyabona into enjani.
Every second month. So I'm a very strict guy. Mvuke ekuseni, go to the gym.
Yeah.
If I'm not going to the gym,
Well done on that gym journey, boy.
and I've lost so much
You
weight.
was your front carry as well. Was it no mkhawa?
Buga manje. It's coming down.
Where you carrying on the back? Lives in the car. What is it?
It's time to carry, man.
No, he carries weird, dog. This guy carries like ngaphansi kwekwapha. Yakubona lama film yakudala la. Khona lama. Oh my God, did he cough?
No ways, man.
You carry like here.
My brother carries because car. So
Yeah?
I thought maybe Namila.
I saw you carry like here.
He carries it here, and I'm like,
Did you leave it in the car?
No, in the car. No, I don't.
God was leaving it in the safe.
Yes, some other time. You were telling me.
I'm understand. Ugoga yesterday goga lama detective yakubona gala goga detective egoga le ibham ezibekela ibhams up.
Leather.
Ilena lethi brown. Ezethi khetha nomjida kethi angeke ngidubule lo goga la amabeleni. Ngeke ngidutshele ukuthi ukukibisa ebeleni ngeke.
Crazy.
But well done on the gym journey, bro.
No,
Like,
thank you.
I've seen it's well done. Respect.
So I was a very strict person, and mfethu bengivuka ekseni ngifuna ukuwasha ifridge or ngiclean endlini, and she wouldn't do that, right? And then she would be pissed and then call a meeting,
I know I'm on tonic.
and then she would call a meeting. So one thing you shouldn't do is involve parents, like abazali,
Yeah.
or friends. About
Okay.
I mean, I found that back and they killed our marriage. I won't lie.
I'm the biggest snitch. You know, for me, I involve parents. I have no time. I cut all the friends.
You know why?
I cut all the
I'll
friends.
shut down.
No, but I mean,
Can I get a glass
even
back?
before I cut. No, but then can I open it?
Wait, hold on. Is that one finished?
It's done, boy.
Oh, let's open it.
It's like
So you guys what?
like $300
Okay.
that you've just drank by yourself. Wait.
No, but we drinking this pussy.
No, since it had one glass.
Yeah, I had one glass.
Had one glass. Don't look at other people for your tendencies. There's AA meetings happening tonight. If you just
And you know what? It's so for me. I think the biggest thing, and I'd always say to abantu, don't go into the things ungababuzile abantu who come from it.
Yeah.
Ubona kulaba abangaphambili. Ubona ukuthi hey, because it's yes, usually the guy's family might be a problem of what a relative where his family was actually the problem. And then kwashuba kwabheda. But a lot of the time when guys struggle, it's because you get there and you realize ukuthi umuntu wakho has no say in the family. Akana say.
Like your partner.
Your partner
breadwinner, phela.
has zero say.
Breadwinners
So
in the family.
baqala phi yabona sebezoqala phi manje bazoqala bakushaya ngelobola because your partner has zero say.
yes.
Kushaya ilobola meeting bathi wena hamba uhlale ekamereni. Siyakhuluma la siyabantu abadala.
Yabona bro, mina where I was fortunate. Mina nemigam. We are the rebels in the families.
Uyabona ke. But you need
So whatever they say on her side,
yeah.
I don't have to believe.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. I will decide. Me and I say my family, I'm a rebel. I'm touching.
Even-
So you know what you're saying is so hectic. Eh?
Nihlala la endlini ucabanga ukuthi wena une feminist strong. Endlini
Oh, wait, thank you.
endlini abambuzi nokuthi i-breakfast sithenge yiphi gross.
Yo.
Iyathengwa ukuthi ayenza. And you are now getting into a relationship with that person. Ufike uthi baby maybe let's say baby ngiphethe 10 rand. Ngicela ngifuna ukulobola athi baby wakho khululeka. Ayithi wena you still don't know the family dynamics. Mase ukuhlangana ukuthi ukuhlangana kanjani. Athi baby hayi khululeka. Ufike. Uthi babies. Ufike niyonikoshe ukuthi sifuna 40 rand. You told baby ukuthi nifuna 10 rand.
Yeah.
Now you start wondering ukuthi baby ukhulumeni.
Akakhuluma ngalutho. Exactly.
Baby, if I figure it, lo bhuti wayengithola ngiyidayisa emgaqweni.
But she wouldn't say that.
No, but you must say that so that I'm going to at the end of the day, you guys are building a family and it's family. She must laugh, she must cry. I wonder if your partner Malobol is not crying and she's not lying, saying Gucci she used to live the most wretched life. And excuse me, and you were saving her when she was about to jump from the 10th floor because she was high on cocaine and she was doing orgies with 10 niggas at the same time. Her family must look at you like, oh, boy.
Do you know what's the sad thing? Do you know what's the
But
sad
now
thing?
when she's saying, making herself seem like a saint, boy.
Do you know what's the sad thing about that? and I'm saying this out of confidence, Guti.
Because out of confidence, we're recording.
It's fine.
It's for the confidence for the
Don't tell anyone.
Disclaimer, don't
So
talk.
I've got a healthy co-parenting, right?
Yeah.
Really healthy. So should tell me, hey dude, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. So currently, I think when was it? A couple of months or weeks ago actually, she came to me and said, dude, I'm struggling at home. Mama is swearing at me. And I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's sad. What is she saying? She's saying, this is why uthokozwa nokushiya. And you're like, geez, that's sad. So it's really sad, ukuthi, you'd find someone who's wretched and would want a sane life. It's fine, we'll be fine. I'll take you from being a baddie to being nkosikazi. And then, unfortunately, you break up because of differences,
Mistakes,
the
yeah.
timings and the mistakes. And then now, sekathiwa ukuthi, umama uthi, what's this? This is why bakushiya emshadweni. This is why you failed in marriage. As a man, I wouldn't want to be told, ukuthi, this is why you failed as indoda. Any man wouldn't want to be told that. So imagine if now
The sister being told that.
a sister being told that. It as indoda, as well, I was shame, man. I'm sorry.
But at the same time, I think she needs to hear certain things. Like I'll see. Sorry, I'm gonna go into a little bit about my family. I'll hear the arguments between my mom and my sister. Hey, they go, bro.
Yeah, it's always
No, but
It's all the sisters, actually. Mothers and
go.
sisters don't-
Like they go to a point where like my brother and I would look at my sister like, hey, you can't say it too much, you know.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, what the fuck? Like I can say whatever. Like, like it's almost like they have a different way and different language when they're fighting versus us that we don't understand. And sometimes even my mom would like cross the line and go, I haven't heard that word in 20 years.
Mothers go wild.
They go in.
Yo, they go in.
Yeah, but you know, I can't go into your personal life.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Futhi the thing about the personal life yami iyavela ku Facebook ngingafunanga ngo 2015
Ah, you
Facebook
know,
right
I'm
2015 mina nomunye mfethu umjita endlini ish yeah
No, I'm just in the idea that you know how much that men have the ability, especially some, have the ability to.
but then
Rational-
with me feel free to go
Sure.
go
They've got the rationale to say, oh, I understand why I made that decision, or you lady. Whereas daughter and old lady, the daughter charges. But that's like, are you mad? Why would you make that decision?
because they look at you as a woman it's woman to
Yeah,
woman
what you're weak.
yeah
So as much as I understand why
what
you
is-
must do this thing
Yeah.
at that moment and separate.
but
Where daughters can't.
no but as umjita you understand ukuthi how it time got old lady.
Sure.
You don't look at it from the old lady's point. Whereas usisi wakho looks at it from the old lady's point. And usisi wakho will be like, but why uzotola umchito nje? Kanti nawe you couldn't get better. Akusho now old lady as a woman we flop. But things that we've never seen because we were like, hey, I'm only blind, timer.
But I think what that even said, but they tend to be sometimes am I hypocrites with even the situation where you as the daughter you look at your mother because then they just general dating experience. Ubona ukuthi ayihlukile that much. Because we sat with my brother the one time and my sister was going on. So our dad passed away 90s. So then my mom she had a person at some point. Hey, my sister's calling us one day because we here in Joburg. Hey, she's here. And she's upset about, this guy thinks he runs the show here and what.
And you guys are just like happy that your mom is happy.
So brother and I sat and we're like, but my mom is behaving like umuntu ojolayo.
Yeah.
Mo jola, khona izinto that you let go.
Yes, because the ice cream.
I mean, if the guy uyafika lana, I mean, if you're dating someone and you're a female, if your boyfriend walks in, afike etafileni abeke inyawo zakhe kanje, you're not going to be shouting at the guy and telling him ukuthi khisa inyawo kanye whatever it is.
Yeah.
now yena uhleli lapho ujaja yonke lento eyenzekayo
Sisters.
kuyaxatyana endlini ukuthi why does this
But
guy
then Niketa.
and I'm just like umjiji uzobona umuntu wakhe right and she's not feeling bullied by this.
So when is this all happening?
This is happening asikho tonight. This is back at home.
No, when your sisters are older than you.
Yeah, my sister, I've got one sister, she's the eldest,
Yeah.
but she spends the most time at
At
home.
home. Yeah.
Manje, she feels like, and that's another thing, Guti, they can't, when I go home, I understand why it's my mother's territory.
Yeah. You can't.
They feel like the territory, they feel like they share it.
Yeah.
I understand that I don't share it. And this is why I'll go home and leave. Because
You're a child when you go home.
but
People just said the cutest thing, bro. He said, Mark, hey, now I pray for mom to. No, just a child.
no, because of that.
because of the sister.
The friction.
The friction. So then mom had to make
What is the fucking devil?
I wouldn't want my mother to join up.
You wouldn't want your money?
Nah.
Is your dad must have the picture?
No. He passed away as well, 2016. But I wouldn't want.
But do you know what
I
the
would
result of
love
it is?
my mom
Do you
to
know
do
what the result of it is? My mother on a weekly basis,
Yeah.
Tati pension yakhe last year, on a weekly basis. And I know the only time I won't answer is if I'm in a meeting and I literally can't answer. My phone. It doesn't matter what time it is.
Yeah.
Ngiphendula phone because I know ukuthi udlala loneliness.
Yeah.
So she will call me at 8 o'clock and want to chat for 30 minutes about sometimes nothing.
Yeah.
And then I put on phone 12
About the
o'clock,
dogs,
uzonga
about the
update futhi.
Go to the dogs. She's
Dogs or what uthenga inyama yabona. And that's the downside of it. Ukuthi uhleli yedwa, so you have to uyakhava manje.
The best thing we did was bringing my mom on the side.
Yeah, that's
That was
yeah.
the best thing. So we fight to bring the family as close as possible. My sister's fighting to be a runaway because she's in that stage.
Yeah.
She's still young. She's a baby. She's 26, whatever. So she's in Centurion, which is not too bad, But we ultimately want to be in the same complex.
With your
That'll be the ultimate. That's
same plot.
Same plot.
That's what I want. But even
Yeah.
doesn't want that.
And then no, because I'm going to females look at it differently. Because my females they're always beefing. That's why I said I would pray for you only because again my mom is old.
Yeah.
So man I told you on 70, 75. Let's say.
I'm not stressed.
Only is not gonna I can guarantee that my only can't net a guy who's 45, 50.
Exactly.
She cannot. She's too old.
Yeah.
So she'll net a 70-year-old 75.
If it happens.
And, the first thing I say, I go, Daddy. I'll be like, but all I do, if we have these honest chats, all it is quarter to 5.
Yeah.
Because again, if all it is like what, 66?
She's
So-
the same age as my mother.
Yeah, so she's not like living like another 50 years. We just pray for another 20. If we can get that, God bless us. Yeah, but so in that time, if you can get Tanga, then Tanga can't get it up. He'll have to take like 4 pills, just maybe. I hope inside. It's just a matter of we just don't want to hear the stories about exeni, someone injured, and I feel now it's telling this guy.
No, but hold on. I'm sorry about this. Does she look young though? Because my mother looks young.
Yeah, your mom looks young. I mean,
No, she looks.
So
I'd say she looks 60.
Okay.
So by that age
imagine,
range.
Imagine if she gets a young guy.
Listen,
What's a young guy?
Yeah,
Give me an age, because I've seen mine.
no. You must remember.
Then there's something psychologically wrong with that guy.
Ukhumbule ukuthi elethi lihlo aligugi umzimba.
No, but I'm saying if my mom got a 40-year-old guy,
That's what I'm saying.
I know that 40-year-old guy
It's silly.
is no, I know
Crazy.
like he's,
Ukhona into ayifunayo.
yes, like
That's
he's a
fair.
mass murderer.
Because
was-
men into engisho ukuthi uguga umzimba kodwa ilihlo
Yes, but I'm
at
saying with-
60, guys that are 60 are trying to bag 40-year-olds.
Yes. So I'm looking at the world that I know. You only did her age. if she were to laugh at someone, knowing my old age, it would be a guy who's about 75, 80.
Hey, because now it's born young.
And now, imagine,
goes for
now,
70.
now imagine a 75-year-old Ndang
Oh yes, yeah.
coming and introducing himself to me as Mr. Dlomo.
Yeah.
Hey, hello, son. My name is Mr. Dlomo.
Hey, but you know,
All right?
but you know the worst one. I don't next.
My name is Fletching Boy too. Hello, Mr. Dlomo.
But
My name
also,
is son.
siyahleka ubheka mfethu ubheka uThabo Mbeki unoZuma ukuthi ba fresh kanjani.
Exactly.
Ezo zikhathi.
Oh, but I'm saying
Yeah, but yeah.
I pray for my old age to
Yeah.
be happy. And I don't mind.
Hey guys,
I think I need to
yahlupha
get
nama
to
phone
the
call.
I need
No,
to
I
get
pray.
to that stage.
Hey, ayahlupha lama phone call.
I was hoping.
No, what's up, Pinjana?
Not that ayahlupha, but ngiyasho ukuthi they could be sharing them with someone who's waking up in the morning and wanting to hear it.
No. Do you know what? Sorry, just to get onto that. Wuti, this week I was the past weekend
Yeah.
being your fita, one of my friends' mother.
Condolences, bro.
And I don't think he saw his mother for the longest time. In the day, I was so emotional. And I literally I was the one who, hey, I need to call.
Ungishayela impahla ne?
I need to make sure that she's fine.
Awushayela
So
amavidiyo,
at that,
told me.
I understand Moti, I have to put my phone call. Nah. Some days you feel that I need to make sure that she's fine and see him phone it. Just to say, Mom, all right, all right, sharp, done.
But the thing is, if even with that, why can't no muntu wakhe lapha? You know, it cancels out all those things.
Cancel all these.
I know it does.
It can because the thing that you are feeling it because you know ukuthi uhleli yedwa.
Clearly, yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise,
And she's lonely. And Usha, again, the nice thing is that my brother and my mom are like 300 meters apart.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And well, right now she's at my place. She's looking after the kids. So I have that. Ukuthi, because there's the kids.
I so wish I want that.
So Mina, like from yesterday, she was there.
Yeah.
I was the whole last week from Thursday
Yeah.
to Monday. I was at Coco, and then now Coco's there from yesterday to Sunday.
But can you go out though?
And what?
Like groove.
That's why she's
That's
there.
why she's there. That's why she's there.
Me, I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
No, you must.
The reason I moved out of home.
When you were 10, yeah.
No.
No.
Do you know when I moved out of home? I moved out of home just after marriage. I think around 29, 30.
Damn. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Wena ekhaya ngathi uhleli ku-back room erumini layo trimetric manje izolo.
Dude, ngihlalile ekhaya. So when I moved out, bengibuya, so the week before, ngibuya ku-Groove. I think I came around 2 a.m. So ekhaya kuselokishini. I hadn't put in a remote, so uvula igate
Manual.
manually. She comes, she opens the gate manually. So mina, I'm used to coming a gate in, ngipaka gate, get out the car, uvula gate.
Sure.
What's in my vula gate? I'm like, nah, this is it.
What time is this?
2 a.m. 2 to 3. probably.
Ukade wena.
Okay, me. 2 to 3. So ngivula umnyango wemoto, mangithi ngiyayedla, hawu igate nalavuleka.
Yeah.
John at the time. I'm like, nah, this is it. The following morning, she's like, I need a meeting with you. I'm like, nah, it's fine. We sat down. So you know how mothers are. I was like, nah, Mama, next week I'm moving out. This is it. Like I can't. Because I wouldn't allow my mother to
Why did
wake
you
up.
delay that for so long? Because I had the talk when I was 21.
I think I delayed it because we kind of didn't have a relationship up until I moved out. So
Okay.
I think I needed to establish a relationship with her first, which we couldn't establish at that time when I was still at home. We only established when I moved
do you
out.
have siblings?
Yeah, I want to just add to that. So,
Yeah.
so I'm actually gonna move out for two reasons.
Yeah.
The main reason is to smash girls.
Yeah.
That's the first thing why guys actually move out of home.
To smash, yeah.
Number two, it's we want to have a healthy relationship
With our
With
parents.
the
in the environment.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I moved out of home, 34. My friends were like, why?
How old are you?
36 or 37, somewhere there.
You somewhere there? Unesoccer age, boy. Unesoccer age.
And it's because me and
Unesoccer age. You want to show me when 36 or 37.
between the
Okay.
it made up reminds me. So me and I stayed
Well,
because
80 Bowen.
88. I don't know what 88 is. I mean,
36.
yeah.
You don't understand.
I don't need
So,
to. Don't put on my
that
zip.
boy.
I'm not problem. I'm 27 to create.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, so I get what you're saying.
Penson, whoa.
It's so important what you're saying because the moving out was because the parent couldn't understand that you hurt, but now as a parent wasn't about
exactly.
as a parent.
Yeah.
But you can't put boundaries under my roof.
No, I
As I'm about to
but-
say
but
that,
yes,
actually.
They're torn. Mara, as a parent, now you must realize what's good. Is he always like this?
Yeah.
And if the answer is no, let it be in some instances.
But not under my roof, chief.
No,
but some instances, though.
No, some instances. you
Some
just-
instances.
Yeah, but
I mean, I was lucky because
Mina, under my roof, ngeke ubheme umgwayi. As an example.
Fair.
So wena masifuna ubheme umgwayi. So yakhe roof, boy.
Mina,
Angimi, no,
yeah,
no,
no, I
that's
agree
fair.
with Penson. So I left home straight after matric, and I've never stayed at home.
can you please explain what?
No, but
So
varsity.
yeah, so I had no choice because Gangsuga from the South Coast, and we have nothing beyond high school. It's either high school and seven's a spa, or you leave.
Yeah.
So a lot of people from my hometown, after matric, in fact, the day I left, bangifake Penson, Kwata Papai,
That was it.
Kwata, you meet your cousin in Johannesburg, and that was it. So after that, even when I came back home for holidays,
It was visiting.
ngangivisita, and I knew ukuthi I'm under new law here.
Because you live in a suitcase.
Ngiphila ku-suitcase, ngiyazi futhi umthetho engiphila ngawo evasithi nomthetho wala ekhaya
But to his point, though,
awufani.
No, but I'm saying Uti, we have different lived experiences because what they're saying is that when they stayed at home, and me and you, once we left.
yeah.
But it also, what I was going back to what you were saying is that because of that, you quickly understand ukuthi umthetho wasendlini, you have no say.
yeah.
You need to abide by
Umthetho wasendlini.
umthetho. Umthetho mayithi kuvala igate. Yabona my mother, even till this day, uthi igate yakho ivala ngo-8 p.m.
Which is fine. To his point, yabona, now that he's uhambile ekhaya.
Yes.
Mangabuyela ekhaya, angeke aze abuye ngo-2.
Yes.
So same
Definitely.
here. Njoba ngekhaya, I think I went 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Dude, bengaya kuyogroova endaweni or wherever.
Uzuye ukuphuza
But
futhi
I was like,
ukuphuza. I'm here.
because now I know ukuthi
The
umthetho
law
wala.
is the law.
I remember the last time we were recording. When did we record? Yes,
You were smashed.
I was smashed that day. And I remember I went home and my mom and the kids were sitting watching. I don't know what they're watching. 600-pound life or something. And I was so dope. And I had a problem with my back. Ne? And I just couldn't feel my back. Because I had like a pinched nerve. So I go and I look at them and I say, Machita, and then you walk on my back. And I literally just fall. You know? I hear him say, "Hi, Tommy," and I just pass out. And there's a boy just walking, and I was out. I was out. I remember I woke up at like fucking like 3:30 in the morning.
You got a drink.
No, sleeping on the carpet. I was like, I couldn't talk. I was out. I was cold.
No, but she didn't wake you up and say, hey.
When you're out cold, you're out cold.
There's nothing you can do.
Let me tell you. You see that talk that you say that you had with your mom.
Yeah.
I'm 21. I'm the only person in my family that drank. My aunts, my dad, my mom, my brother.
Yeah.
No one. So I'm coming in as the alcoholic, the only person in the whole family that's drinking. So you imagine how fucking rubbish I am.
Black sheep. Basically.
Then I'm the shit, black shit, not even sheep, black shit. And I'm drinking a Russian pain, and I got so drunk. Ne? Ekaya, to open the gate, there's a lock with a code. It's a 3-digit code. Ne? Very simple. It was like 1, 2, 3. I couldn't open it. I was that drunk. I was winding eyes I go.
Don't tell me umilo ubugile.
This is December.
Don't tell me umilo ubugile.
This is December. Fuck it. So that she's in a band. I go outside and I just sleep on the grass, bro. Gone ibhodlela Vuswa my brother's kids.
Yeah.
I want to jump Vuswa and next thing is like so I start to walk. This, you must understand, you come back like 4. This is like 6:30, 7.
Yeah.
We take a walk. I'm so doped. I understand the Uti now. Audit. Let's say
more.
serious this. You understand the Uti now? You are a grown man, and but not in my house. Toby, not in my house.
Why are all kids and women so calm though?
When they you cannot have alcohol in my house. When the anytime if it's already in your brother. Vele ngithi buka sisiyabuya sisendlini neseqedile ukukhuluma ne. Vele ngithi yabona mams. Phinde ngize la ekhaya. After the whole chat was such an amazing chat. It was the best chat. She got through. In her mind, she got through.
She expressed everything.
I understand it because I'm like, yeah, man. And then as we got to the gate, I just said, I'm telling you, I'm pending. I promise you, that day, I swear on my life, that day she said, go look under the bed. I used to drink Hunter's Dry, like fucked up. She said, so we go look under the bed.
What?
I look under the bed. She had a 6-pack of Hunter's Dry, which is there. Oh, because now she was scared because this light is gone. So from that moment, she said, you're not doping outside of the gate. You can dope fucked up.
Yeah.
Here.
Inside the cage.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah,
I want to watch you and I want to judge you and I want to shout. Here.
Yeah.
Because only they push on the tens.
Yeah.
That means no tens. Ufunda, you know Ufunda. Ufunda la bazingeni. And you hunters. Ufunda bazingeni. She go and she fetches, she says, you dope it here. And because you knew ukuthi ngangikipa ngiya Flora. Here.
Yeah.
Flora lapho ngibuka i7s, December 27th. Book is out.
I would suggest that much you stay home long.
Why?
Yeah, true.
Hey, Bram, and look, obviously the relationship is bad. Fair, the Bram, I understand.
No, but let's just take it as a neutral relationship. Why would you recommend me stay home?
You build more
Build more what?
wealth.
No, don't look at Debs. No.
I have no other perspective.
No.
I think.
But it's going back to what TK was saying that, Bram,
No.
don't look at girls.
But
Yeah,
no,
don't
but
look at
Debs, but you guys are anomalies. We can't talk about anomalies.
No, but what TK was, I'm adding to what
TK is an anomaly. I'm saying for the average black South African. Why are you saying you must stay at home?
I'm giving you the answer that's also related to what TK
He's a
was saying.
1%, you're a 1%. I can't take
I can sort of hear what you're saying. So I would say, yabona, had I had the opportunity, so ngikhulela eGoli, university lana, maybe ukusebenza futhi ukuphinde kube la. I'd say, depending on also your background, yakho ukuthi ninjani ekhaya. If you're coming from middle class worker, I'd say milk it. And the only reason I'd say milk it is because I was a rent.
I
You
fully disagree.
No, the reason. So
I'm gonna have my say.
yes, no, you're gonna have your say. So this is, if only these things that you are doing have a plan.
Yes.
If they don't, you're just wasting your time and you're making your parents miserable.
wasting money.
You're wasting. But if there's a plan, for instance, if you can skip 3 years of rent, or cover my groceries. Let's say now, you could be paying 7,000, but maybe you can just buy 2,000 rand groceries and you 5,000 with savings, and you do that for 3 years. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But if we touch the man, we pooza what
No. 99.9% of kids of boys who are 21, 22, 23 are fucking useless. They are pusa.
No, but don't say that.
They fuck them and they're fucking cunts. I'll tell you, black boys are the weakest human beings. They're nothing. Mina, yabona amongst nje sibayi 5. Sibayi ngakho manje? Sibayi 5.
Five, yeah.
We are equivalent to a fucking 10,000 black 21-year-old boys that are staying at home. They are nothing. They are nothing. They are nothing. They are nothing.
In this current day.
Yesterday's current day in 2020. Because, as you said, Abana plan.
Yeah.
It's different if you're a 21-year-old with a vision.
With a
and plan
vision
and
and
goal.
plan.
I'm not talking to those guys.
Okay.
I'm talking
Okay.
to those guys
Okay.
that don't know their ass from their elbow. They're still learning how to wipe their fucking ass off.
Oh, those guys must move out.
I'm
But
saying,
then speak about the thing we're speaking about.
no, but the majority of black South African boys at a certain age gap, and your prefrontal cortex only develops at 26, bro. So let's talk about 19 to 27. Those guys go into the wilderness. You must go into the dark. You must be the prodigal son and return.
Yeah,
It is only on return where you see what Upiko was talking about.
it's so true.
So some people are lucky that their return is a younger age.
Yeah.
Some people see the return at 16, at 20, at 25. But for the bulk and the majority, that's why the bulk of black South African guys at age 25 are fucking nothing. They're less than nothing.
Coming to that point, Minangi, if we look at the majority, after high school, leave. Go. The first thing that I learned two things. I remember clearly because they stuck with me. I learned the first thing is that uhlangana nabantu, especially eGoli, life is quick. Uhlangana nabantu, you think niyafana. Ngithi sifike res, ngibeka umthwalo wami, ngihlangane nawe with mates. Within the same week, we're like, let's go out. Samba say Melville. Must figure Melville. It's my first time getting an allowance that I need to manage.
Yeah.
Athi lo mjite engihamba nayo athi why ubuza price? Thenga mfethu. Ngithi ke mina uthini? Athi engithi siphumile.
Uthenga ibhodlela le 2 point bani.
No, it's not even ibhodlela. Mina ngise-stress about ama-BS wathengayo. Uthi thenga mawufuna into vula uyithenga. Now you start trying to figure out lo mjita mayisho kanje. And you on first encounter, because we're trying to gel now, you go buy. Ibuye receipt ubone ukuthi yes. And you're like, okay, this is how this night is gonna go. Nithathe icab, Uber yikho, nithathe icab. Nayahamba nafika. Nenza
Means
whatever.
of walking back to.
Then second thing that happened was, which is same as say, somebody saw jima nomchita, masiphuma ukujima. Athi hayi mfethu yazi ngine whey protein lapha endlini ofuna isishaye. Ngithi lo mjito ngi-offerisha i-whey protein. I-whey protein into ongayishare because yabiza. So you start realizing that we might all be in the same place.
So we're not the same.
We're not the same.
Can I tell you a
And
quick
our
story?
pockets are very
Can I tell you a
different.
quick story about it? Can I tell you about a quick story?
About this thing. Sorry. I want
Yeah.
Because we agree on it. I just want to hear
So
from his perspective. after.
second thing that I learned is that it was a ladies thing. Ngihlela amajita sikhuluma kanti engithi ikhona enye intombazana mfethu enhle engiyibonile. Then my friend that we just met here, ngithi wase he was from Pretoria, mina ngisuke eShepstone. That guy hooked up with that girl 2 weeks later. Ukhombise, I showed him the girl. But uthe mangimkhombisa ngayibiza intombazana bavele bajela quickly. Where I come from,
Yeah.
if I show you someone, you back away. This nigga was like, uyangiwela no washesha. So I learned at 18, I learned to okay, in life inje. There are people that look like you that don't operate the same way.
Yeah.
They've got more than you. And if you carry on trying to be like them, uzoba senkingeni. Secondly, women chase channel yakho.
Yeah, true.
Don't if akakufuni myeke ahambe, but like just play your own game.
Yeah.
So when you're at home under your mother's comfort and your dad's comfort and all of those things, they keep lying to you about your capabilities and what you can do, and you can come back home ube khona ukudla ngaluza ne-weight. These are all things that happen in 3 months. Ngifika uluza ne-weight, weight. I lost 10 kgs in the first 3 months.
Of being away from home.
Of being away from home, and then you realize
Because 3 meals are not guaranteed.
Yeah, they're not guaranteed.
So my mother said, how can I help? Gathi oleti angazi ukuthi ungangisiza kanjani because I'm doing my best. Wathi try maneuver lezi zinto zenzayo. And so now I'm learning how to better. Does this mean that I need to cancel out breakfast so that I can have more lunch, which is a bit more filling, and then dinner? What do I then do on weekends? These are all things that you are learning because where's home?
Did you
9 hours away.
Did you groove in this? Was it?
Obvious.
Ilale groove ayikafiki because sapatanisa with what we have. This is eating, studying, and trying to fit in a gym nentombazana. Sapatanisa.
Exactly. Imagine my girlfriend.
Sapatanisa those things. Asikafiki na
The reason
groove.
why I'm so pro guys leaving is because I don't want them to have a roof over their head. I think it's very important for young men to not know where their next meal comes from.
Yeah.
But then, like what they do in first world countries where mokata metric as a man or whoever, you need to go into military.
Yeah.
I'm for that.
I'm so for that.
Yeah.
I'm for that. Rather a man go into military, I will find that the hardness of life compared to currently what we're seeing in Mlotshwa. A lot of the kids in Mlotshwa, as you were saying, but and weed. And by the time they get to the age of 27, the mind picks up, which is a bad thing, which is then they've lost so much of
so now
their...
you've lost those 9 years.
Yeah, you've lost the 9 years.
So give me, I want you in the wilderness. I truly believe, Uguti, as a man, you need to go through challenge. And I think, Uguti, as long as you're suckling on your mother's bosom, I don't think the challenge is the same.
Yeah, true.
Because I know, Uguti, no matter how bad things get, no matter how fucked up I am, Uguti will always have my back, bro. She'll shout, kicking and screaming, but she'll always have my back.
always, yeah.
And I think guys, from once they get into that 19, 20, sengathi singabathatha bonke sengathi zonke lento azilokishini sithathe zonke nje siyifake angibona bese bashinge nje ngebhasi
Sithi nibuyeni.
bese sithi nizoyibona
Nizoyibona isimbi
bashe
yakho.
angola bese sithi sonibona bye Sam.
I agree with you because for me, like, to say that I left at 84,
Yeah.
why it worked is because when I grade 8, these were my holidays and weekends.
True. Yeah.
So Friday, I go work in my uncle's butcher. So Saturday, wake up at around 5 a.m.
isakhona leyo butcher
Yes, that's not much.
kodwa inyama asikaze sithole inyama
You come. So 5 a.m., wake up, shower speed, you wait for the newspaper people. They need to be there around 5:15. Ne? Then I need to boil the water for the people who are coming to the pub around 7, 8. Ne? Then from there, I need to wait for the bread people. From there, I need to pack the stock.
the break will come at 6
Yeah. Yeah, number 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So then from there, pack the stock. Pack the stock because it was a mixture of important store and butcher. Pack the stock. From there, open up on 7, sell to the kids that are going to school. Young son. Then my uncle will wake up because it was owned by my dad and my uncle, but he was the one that was in charge. My uncle will wake up around 9 o'clock. So I'm pushing already 3 hours, 1 man. 3 hours, 1 man. Then he comes in, I work with him until 10, 11. I go sleep. Then it was the same routine, weekends and holidays. So I had that what you're talking about. So by the time I leave at 34, I'm untouchable.
yeah but that's
Yeah,
what
you're
people say.
That's untouchable.
No, if a lighty knows why he's staying at home,
Yeah.
It's
that
very
makes sense.
different.
But again, it's hard for me to take some of your counsel, Debs, because when you are so much further than most of us. So now we can't, you know.
It's
You can't
because
You can.
no, it's not even about.
Hey, man.
You can compete.
When let me tell you something.
Yeah,
How old is Tribal? How old is Tribal?
10.
10 years.
Yeah.
What Debs 10 years ago was like turn over about my 3 power a month. Dog. 10 years ago. Dog.
It's like,
So what 10 years ago? Where were you 10 years ago?
no, that's a year. That amount you speak about was a year. 10
Okay,
years ago.
10 years ago, how much were you making a year?
No, but-
10 over.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. 10 years ago, you're 24. Can you only tell me with peaks?
Less than 200 per supply.
200 years, but 200. 200 K. No,
No, but
that's so much money.
No, it's not.
Confused.
It's not.
So the point that I'm raising is
No, but your mindset was already further than most of
Yeah.
us. So it's very hard for. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal was telling kids about how to get into the NBA and how to train,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we were saying, "Fuck, Shaquille, at age 18, you were 2 meters 10, 130 kgs."
Yeah.
So again, it's very different for a guy who is 175 and is 73 kgs to take a blueprint like Shaquille. Because, we didn't have an uncle and a dad that own a body store and a butchery. At age 13, because you had that mindset. At 13, you were doing. So imagine when you were learning.
I get
Because
what
you
you-
learn first before you do.
I get what you're saying.
Sure.
Because he's coming from a butchery environment, a business environment.
Yeah.
So he
one of
knows the
businesses.
drive.
There was many others.
Yeah, that's one of the business. I come from a taxi business,
Yes.
taxi environment. So I know what's it. I-check melingene today. Driver mele azozo deliver imoto. We had a courier, we had a van, a couple of vans that were doing couriers. Even mele is deliver imoto. So at a very young age, that's business for me.
Yeah, you see,
No,
then
but it goes back to my
goes
point.
back to what he was saying.
Yeah,
What
but
you-
you're proving my point because I said you guys are the 1%. Therefore, when you
1%.
guys
No, I
were
get
home,
you. So that's why I said
your
I get
mindset was so different. Because
yeah.
we didn't have that. We didn't have that. So we had to go into the
But
jungle.
wait, you guys are also
Get-
extreme because you move provinces, guys. We need to. The person that we need to speak to, guys,
is the
person
average black boy. The average black boy, I say, get out of your comfort zone. And if
Yeah,
at
you
home,
need- you-
uvuka khona umdoko, and at lunch, khona ipapanyana namasi, and ebusuku khona
Guys,
ishakini.
I'll
Get
give you,
out.
I'll give you a simple example of how environment does so much. And we're much younger. It's a much more simple. So I've got a cousin, Okules. His mother used to baby him, and we were much younger. So, Tina, we used to go to. I still do. Used to go to the rules in the EC. Unfortunately, on my father's side, my grandmother decided to buy a house, Shepstini, by the beach, as Pililimpiliake. So they come from my dad's side. So one of the Decembers, we ask my aunt, which is Hamba, was my cousin, seems to the Ezlalin.
Yeah.
This
Younger
guy,
cousin.
same age.
Okay.
This guy, when I say he doesn't eat food, udla bread, toasted. He only eats supper. Majority of the day was only oros.
He's lean.
Was alright. Akazwanga nje nokuthi it was day one. Get there. I tell this guy, dude, so this is how things operate here. Exen, they make food. Usually porridge. That's first meal. You eat it. You have to eat it. Because next meal is going to come at 12. If you don't eat the 12 o'clock meal, the next meal is going to come supper.
It's intermittent fasting for him.
Athi kena what ngithi khona imile enziwayo ekuseni mawuvuka.
Yeah.
Everyone is eating the same thing. At midday, akoma options. Kudliwa the same thing.
Akho menu.
At supper, kudliwa the same thing. Akho khabhathi evulwayo la.
What's his background? If I'm
No, his background.
Yeah,
Listen, so he's basically grown up in the suburbs.
that's what I want.
So I say to this guy, dude, we don't have options here.
Yeah.
There's no spaza, there's nothing. We don't have money.
Yeah.
Whatever they feed you, you eat it because you're gonna get hungry.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a lot of walking. And if you're not well fed, because of an king,
If you're not nourished.
If you take the same guy right now,
yeah,
a kid from Esabab said, you're gonna frustrate that boy.
uyamfrustrata. Yabona yena,
Yeah.
he lasted one day of trying to be stubborn. Wafika first day, wathi yena akayidli porridge ekuseni. Wafika akayidli phela ayikho enye option. It's not like we've got options here. There's porridge, there's nothing else. Wafika lunchtime.
There's no bacon and
There's no
eggs here.
fucking bacon and eggs. Wafika lunchtime,
Cocoa Pops.
kudliwa umngqusho what full meal.
Lunchtime, not even supper.
Oh, it's not supper time. See lunch. What you can't.
Jeez.
There's no bread. Oh, there's no Albany. Got sharp.
There's no shea butter here.
Siyadlala.
Oh, shit, brother.
Sila.
Fill it out.
Eating. Supper time. He's now not eaten 2 meals.
Do a pack.
And he hasn't eaten anything. Had his first meal. He ate everything. When I veg, when I everything.
Because he's hungry.
Following day, he ate everything. The rest of the December, he ate every single meal that was there. He came back home. His mother's like, hey, udla yonke into. Uphelile ukuba phiki, nimenzeni.
Yeah, that's good.
Mothers fuck up sons.
But guess what? Within 2 months, he was back to normal. Because I say told him options. Food.
Mothers.
Yeah.
So now you need that
Back to
tough
that, yeah.
time of building up that
The
resilience.
wilderness.
You need it.
Mothers fuck up
The
sons.
soft skills, basically.
Yabona resilience that you get from being outside. It just you get to work, but you finish your 8 hours, and that's why the Gen Zs, they're struggling so much. As much as we say it's healthy, but like it's because of the environment that they've grown. Feel got 8 hours out, which are meeting at 5, then you have to work till 11 p.m. uvuke ekuseni uqale ngo-6, and you can do that the whole week because you've now grown up with a different generation, different resilience. I'm at Gen Zs tell you, my mate is a manager at a company.
This is how much they earn. Those kids.
Gen Z,
Oh.
yathi, I can't. What we are presenting tomorrow, I need to check everything before 10 p.m. because tomorrow I need to present everything to client. Yathi Gen Z. I'm telling you that my brain is fried. I can't. I can send it to you at 7 a.m. in the morning. But I'm saying that I need a 10 p.m. to check everyone's work. When it was 7 a.m. was on 7 What yes. But okay, sure.
Fire.
No, they didn't fire them. He just said sharp.
You can't fire them.
You can't fire them. What is sharp? He was just like, okay, that means everyone else needs to cover this kid's work. But in the reality that we're going to, you must remember ukuthi uzongena ama-Gen Zs are 100.
Do you know that today's Friday, Joe Rogan is interviewing Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Today. And it's all because of a 19-year-old boy that facilitated the because Joe Rogan has always said forever that he'll never interview Trump. A 19-year-old. These Gen Z, you know, I've done a lot of
These people
influence.
are an anomaly.
No.
Those people are the weakest human beings on planet Earth.
We-
And I
no.
don't value them.
Yeah,
But they're the weakest.
But
They're the strongest at the same time.
no.
You are strong.
Yeah, but it's always but your generation is also full of fairies, bro. You got the weak out of all the generations. The generation that is between the age of 28 and 42 is the purpose weakest because Bona, they are the yes boss generation. They are
No.
the worst. The kids that are 25, they will look at the fucking CEO
And be like, no.
and be like, no. Things that are 37-year-old and we sit there and go,
We had a grad at work.
Yeah.
So normally we present website changes. We'll say, hey, the website is not working here, like this. This grad was like, this website is shit. Like, I'm going to tell you right now. That time, it's this most senior person in the room. And and I'm like, these Gen Zs are flipping.
these
numbers.
kids have balls, bro.
They've got balls.
No, but you talking about it from
That's the fun and I.
That's why I can't take them seriously.
The last time we spoke, we were talking about ukuthi ngakini,
Yeah.
untswempu ngakini.
Yeah.
According to our standards,
Yeah.
as people that are not Gen Zs, we think that they are. But those Gen Zs,
I look at it like this. I always look at the average. I love doing this. I look at the average millennial versus the average Gen Z.
Gen Z are the fucking Gen Zs will fuck you up.
Today's market is social media. Today's market is this and that.
Gen
The
Zs.
average millennial.
Imele ezoxakwa yi social media to make money.
Umtshela ukuthi uploada isithombe sakho
Axakeke.
umjita mfethu una 32 umjita una 32 ustrugglisha uku-uploada i-CV uyi-uploada i-CV una 32
Akazi no Canva.
I'm like yo
Akazi no Canva.
There's a chat GPT, manje, that you can actually just put your CV.
Temza, you
That was the 1%.
no, he's thinking about himself.
That's what he's doing.
You must think about the normal guy.
The average 34-year-old.
For our families to be sustained, we need more people our age than how much Gen Z.
No.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Gen Zs are the most depressed human beings on planet Earth. They don't know why.
True.
They're not more depressed than
No,
us.
they're more depressed. They're more depressed.
Let me tell you.
They're more vocal than
No,
us.
wait. Let me
Vocal
tell you.
and depressed.
No.
Let me tell you what. What is my first sentence? Go ahead.
Do you know the stats
for
of people? Because I don't want to say the word. People that take themselves.
But
The,
here's what I'm
the
telling you.
highest stats are the bracket between 44 and 55.
But here's what I'm saying.
Statistically.
But wait, here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I said that for families to be sustained, you need our generation more than our Gen Z.
Yeah.
Tina, we accept the black tax, bro.
Yeah.
I will go to work even if I'm not a Banganda. Does my mother get something from me being unhappy? The answer is yes. It's not about that she gets something, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
The Gen Z is up to depressed, they're not going to work. They are the most distracted people on planet Earth.
No.
I'm not waking up today.
I think look,
I'm willing to pull out a stat.
no. I hear what Penson saying.
Average Gen Z
Look at it this way.
makes more cash than the average millennial.
You must
I'm pulling the stat
Yeah,
out of my ass. It's an ass stat. It's an ass
And
But you
people
must look at it.
selfish with their families. They don't share the money more than
No, but tell me. Wait.
I
Guys,
agree, but
there are so many factors that we siyathanda ukukhuluma because we've got big hearts as non-Gen Zs. Ubuze abantu abaningi abashaya black tax ukuthi how much conversion does it do in the household?
Zero.
Zero, yeah.
So outside, there's nothing wrong with supporting your mother. Outside of supporting your old lako,
Because I'm man.
your immediate. Remember, ukuthi khona immediate. This is your mother, your brother, your sister. How much conversion does it do to propel other people? Majority of the time, it's nothing. Those Gen Zs have set such good boundaries where they're like, "Aungendawen," which then means internally he is probably breaking more generational problems than you are, because yena uzothi, "Hawu, awumkhulisanga phela wena malume makubhenta kuyabhenta." So what must I
I
do?
surround myself. I surround myself with Gen Zs.
What must I do?
Gen Z fucking bowling balls in their pants.
But honestly, now umalume ukufuna 1,000 rand a week.
The nice thing
Malume,
about
ubani
Gen
wena?
Zs- the nice thing about
Uzokutshela i-Gen Z village,
is that
no.
their work ethic is here.
Yeah, but they raking the money.
They
making
wait,
money.
I see them on TikTok. So we'll do like influencer campaigns. Gen Z doesn't mind quoting you like 1.5 thousand USD.
Abana for nothing.
For a TikTok reel. He like for in his mind.
Wait. For
You guys,
TikTok
real.
in his mind, like they're like, oh, watching Kardashians, they saw the price range of what these people do. Like, okay, I don't have a Watati, but I've got like 50,000.
yo, buyers who know your worth.
They don't.
As you know your worth.
When in your mind, like I've done a billion interviews in my life, sitting on this side, hiring people. You speak to a millennial, you speak to someone who's like 38, and they'll come through and they know their worth, the market value.
Yeah.
It's okay, sorry, so right now you're earning 35 as a gross, what you're looking at, and it'll come to you like at 15%, above, So if we can get to like somewhere between 38 and 40, they're happy. Oh, okay, wow. Gen Z, I was like, hey, look, I saw your previous pay slip, you're earning Lona una 38, Gen Z na 24. I saw your previous pay slip, you just finished your internship, you're earning about 12,000 rand. So now it's the first full-time employment. So the wage you're looking at. Gen Z, I'm looking to take home 50.
Uzomthini?
Ubuka wena ubuka yena ethi ufuna take home. This person who's coming at 38 is going from 35 and they're asking for 38, 40 gross. Gen Z is looking to net 50 block. Ubuka emehlweni una 24.
And the thing is, bazonika.
Ubuka and It's not
I'm telling you, bazomnika.
Bazomnika, you know why?
Ngeke bamnike.
Yeah, bamnike.
No, ngeke bamnike. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
We ask Nika Malim, you take home 35. You know how much is crossing? 50.
Hey, but still,
So
Uguti,
so
he's still.
they're gonna say you're not gonna net that, but you can cross that. So he's gonna cross 50, take home 35.
Still, you've won.
Low or 40 is like that.
But
But we also need to wrap up. I need to go home.
we all. There's a Gen Z currently in our team, right? That guy went from a small net to a net that's above even his boss.
Yeah.
So these people are this thing.
Yeah.
So Gen Zs are, for me, Gen Zs, I'd rather have a Gen Z in my team to amplify whatever that I need to get in whatever.
In the digital space.
In the digital space.
Yeah.
So I need a Gen Z. So these people they're the life right now.
Guys, no, let's wrap up before we talk about these fucking little sorry little feelings of Gen Z. Because the end of the day, I mean, I can fold 10 Gen Zs. I can fold.
But
fuck.
about Joel Bonke, I'm
No,
not
they're jerking off by themselves in their mom's house.
yeah, true.
Much as they are soft. I mean, I'm what I would do.
Actually, you know, we went on a roundabout thing. I actually want to ask a question for both of you
Let's
guys
wrap up, but we're wrapping up.
to wrap it up, but it needs to be short. Because it's gonna go back to it's going back to relationships and
sure.
marriage. Because of both of you guys have been married, but what do you think influenced getting into marriage at whatever age you got into marriage, and what would you advise people to maybe look out for when you're getting into marriage, whether it's good or bad? Doesn't matter. Doesn't need to be like, hey, you shouldn't. But like, what should people look out for if they are thinking about it? The positives and the negatives.
You should go first. You're the oldest. I'm joking.
And when? So mina ngalobola ngina 24. And again, it was a pressure thing.
Yeah.
Because I think as black men, there's at this age you need to do this, at this age you need to do this, at this age you need to do that. So I think the advice I gave people would say, don't fall into those pressures. Those are stages of life that exist and are true, and use them as a guideline, but don't fall into that pressure. What I would have done differently is actually realize, Guti, am I the perfect fit for her and her journey? Is she a perfect fit for my journey? Not to Guti, we are forcing things. You know, now I'm a triangle trying to get into a circular, you know. So I think my learnings from my journey, because I was with Osisi for 15 years, was I think I was a triangle trying to get into a circular space. And it was more than anything a personality clash. And because of my personality, I ended up messing up and doing all these things. And it's not because he's fair, but naturally, it's because I was just trying to figure out who I was,
Yeah.
you know, within that space. So I was very, very young in mind, because I know there's 24-year-olds that are very mature and they can handle it. I was very young in mind, and I think it's those things where you need to make those decisions outside of other people.
Yeah.
You know, so if you are 24 and you are mature, go for it. If you are 34 and you are ready, go for it. Whatever the age is, and then make sure you are fitting in that mold. Because if you are not willing to take the turns with her because you guys are different, the littlest things, the fact that when you hip up and you rise, at 24 you guys handle it. At 27 it starts becoming a bit of a friction. By the time you get to 32, it becomes a fight every day.
Every day, yeah.
You know, rise when papa. So the littlest things that you overlook can become war.
Yeah.
So that's just my journey.
Just a yes or no answer. Would you consult maybe this is for a part 2 of the series or whatever. Would you consult to find out who, if the partner that you're marrying into is the right partner? Yes or no? Because
Currently.
of time, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah.
Where are you going with that? No, I don't want to make the same mistakes, bro.
No. I just wanted to get it.
Previously, in the first time, I'd say no, and I'd want the world and the universe to take us on this journey.
Did you consult when you got married?
No. I was just like, the universe must take
Perfect.
over. Now, I want to dot my I's and cross my T's. Now, I want to password the phone. If only I ngeke mina uJola nami ifoni yakhe ihlala so. And like this,
Yeah.
I never. Unganya. Ifoni yakhe ihlala la kimi la ngibuka so ifoni yakho. And ipassword yakho ngiyayazi. And if ne facial recognition, mangithi iyavuleka ifoni. Mina my insecurities want to ngiyexolisa.
So
Awunawo wena ngo Robocop.
Andimele sihlale.
Yeah, it's okay.
So I'd advise people to. So I married at the later stage in my life, because of pressures as well. So I got married at 30, and why I'm shutting at 30 is because I had this thing in my mind. Everything's at 30. I'm going to get a kid when I'm 30 years old. My daughter's turning 4 next year.
Beautiful. No,
So,
beautiful
yeah.
daughter, yeah.
Beautiful. So peer pressure as well.
Yeah.
So I had this thing with it. If I go 31, I'm literally not going to get married.
Yeah.
So at 30, I met the mother of my child at 29. So you can imagine, I didn't know this person.
Within 1 year.
Yeah, within not even a year. I think within 6 months. Put in a baby. Literally within that 6 months, baby shower, get married. Yeah, all of those things. So those pressures, I would advise people not to listen to the pressure. And to the conversation we were having earlier, we would say, don't let the third person, the third voice, influence you. We would say, umzalati, ushatanin. Don't let that voice influence you, and don't let the third voice come into your relationship, married or not married. Because when the third voice come in, a friend, chomi muto hana chelete. Guess what happens? The friend now thinks, yeah, he still drives a 1 Series 2012, and there's a person.
Oh no, man, how am I gonna say?
No, guys.
I guess Uti at 2012.
Exactly.
2024.
Exactly. There's people that are chasing a 1 Series.
No. But to put it in perspective, Corner driver Ipolo, yeah, 2020.
Guys, I don't care. You can't say umuntu hana mali or hamba nge-German engineering.
Go on to TikTok. You understand.
China.
It's a thing.
2012.
There's a guy on TikTok.
They know
I don't want to
everything.
mention his name. He drives a Polo GTI. And I always look at this guy and I'm like, my boy, only if you knew that this is just a Polo. There's someone that drives a R8, or there's someone that drives a Golf 8R. And he's making it. When you make this Polo GTI as a holy grail?
It's a holy grail. The problem is that you know cars. The people that you are trying to attract, bazi, the latest.
Yeah.
I don't know cars.
Guess what? Compared to lo muntu obhekile on the outside,
Yeah.
ozam attract, yena was the latest.
Mina long attractors comba 96.
Which is the best.
Which is best.
Best.
But I think from what you guys are saying, ilento that we're talking about, we were talking about church. Do you?
Yeah. Don't follow friends. I'll be honest. I don't have friends. I have.
Oh, that's good to know.
Tough times never last us.
You're my friend.
Yeah, it's gone now. It's done now. The moment is gone.
No, it's. So I believe in.
Only female friends.
Guys,
You can't go into a circle again.
Personally, I believe in brothers.
Yeah,
I believe in having people who are brothers more than friends.
sure.
So I regard my close relationships as brothers. I would say I can, if I call you, I can be able to say, hey,
Nzenji.
Penson, Njam, kwenzakalani? We haven't spoken in a while. Say Chimini, what's happening? As opposed to having a friend sometimes don't wish you the best. As opposed to a brother. A brother would wish you the best to say, hey dude,
Yeah.
he would text me a lot and say, "Mntwana, ngifuna le million."
We today. I was telling him that is a rare breed.
It's too late.
Exactly.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. The moment is gone.
So yeah. So I unfortunately I don't believe in friends, and friends a lot of times have broken good marriages and broken good relationships. So rather have brothers and sisters that you know would say, Magazuti, Chomi, this guy is not good for you. That's not a friend. The friend will say, Chomi, you'll stick it out up until you see that it doesn't work out.
Guys, can I wrap it up? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Yes, this is when so deep. Look, guys, I think it would just. I think just to echo Opiko's words. At the end of the day, people need to make their decisions,
Yeah.
and if your decision equals you learning, then that's the path. And if your decision equals happy ever after, then well done on you. But hey, dog, I think all of us have gone through challenging times, but it's great that we're here. And
Yeah.
from my side, I truly appreciate the both of you. So thanks, Pigo, thanks, TK, thanks, Debza. Sizwe Dube, the bag. Hooking it up. But anyway,
Thank you.
guys, we're out.
Thank you.